The Moto X4 is finally here. 5.2-inch display and a dual camera setup. I'll talk about it in a second. Before I do, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, subscribe. It's how you'll stay on top of everything that we do at Techradar, and to read all the words to go with all these videos, head over to techradar.com. Right, back to this phone. Looks a lot like a Moto G head-on. 5.2 inches, full HD. It's also got a fingerprint scanner below that supports gestures as we've come to expect from Motorola. Flip this thing around though, and it is nothing like a Motorola Moto G. Oh no. This thing has a really reflective glass back, not too dissimilar to the Honor 9, for example. Down at the base, you've got a USB-C port for charging and data, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. There's also a Moto button on here, which I guess activates Moto actions and stuff, along with all your standard twist to fire up the camera, and karate chop to fire up the flashlight, all the stuff we've seen from Motorola. It's all being integrated into this mid-range package that costs €399. Anyone who thought Moto X's were always flagships, you are sorely mistaken in this instance. You've got a Snapdragon 630 under the hood, either 3 or 4 gigabytes of RAM depending on the variant you go for, 32 or 64 gigabytes of storage. It seems like Motorola's kind of competing with Motorola here. It's the same kind of price and the same kind of power, albeit a newer chipset, with Moto Z2 Play, one of my favorite devices around. But with that dual camera setup, more of a focus is being placed on imaging and less on modularity. As for the cameras, one is a wide angle camera and one is a narrow field of view camera. You've got a 12 megapixel wide angle camera, probably the same sensor found on the Z2 Play. I haven't had that confirmed, and 8 megapixel secondary sensor. Haven't had word as to whether there's image stabilization on there just yet. Guessing at the very least there will be electrical, but head over to Techradar and see our hands-on link in the description below for up-to-the-minute news about this phone and the review when we get a device in. In addition to that, you've got a 3000 milliamp battery under the hood, and that should technically keep you going a full day. The new generation of Qualcomm processors are mega efficient, so we'd guess the 630 would be too. Hopefully you've enjoyed this quick overview. If you have, click that thumbs up button. Let us know what you think of the Moto X4 in the comment section below. Like I said, more at techradar.com, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.